These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will in this crisis shrink from the service of his country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and the thanks of man and woman. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. 'Tis dearness that gives everything its value. And heaven knows how to set a proper price upon his goods, and it would be strange indeed if so celestial an article as freedom should not be highly rated. Powerful words by Thomas Paine. Paine was one of the American founding fathers, often referred to as the father of the American Revolution. He was an English-born inventor and political philosopher who published pamphlets under the title Common Sense. And he wrote those words specifically to motivate Americans in their fight for independence during some really dark times when all seemed lost. Sound familiar? I'll tell you the truth. Tuesday night, after election results came in, I couldn't sleep. And then once I fell asleep, I didn't want to wake up. Just the world was not looking the way I wanted it to look. It's been 48 hours since the election. Like a lot of you, I'm devastated. The magnitude of what happened on Tuesday is just unbelievable. And I don't know what it means to me, to my life, to my world, to my friends, to my family. But one way or the other, I got to stick my head above ground and peek out the window and look around and see what the world looks like in this new age of Trump and the MAGA-Publicans. So let's take some time today to talk about it. And I understand that there's a lot of anger and frustration and confusion. All kinds of people are just fed up. They don't want to think politics. They don't want to waste their time. They've heard so much about Trump, and they were so hopeful that this was the end of it, that a lot of people are just stopping and turning off and saying, that's it, I'm done. And I appreciate that. I understand that. But sadly, Trump and his ruling ilk are not going away. They're with us, and we've got to figure something out about how we're going to survive personally. So let's move ahead from there. You know, Donald Trump lies so often and so casually, it's actually hard to accept or realize when he's telling the truth. But sometimes he sneaks one in there. And if you were listening Tuesday night during his victory speech, I have trouble even saying that, victory speech. But anyway, he said that, his movement was the most powerful political movement of all time. And the truth of the matter is, he's right about that. His MAGA movement has forever changed our world and the way we know it. We need to accept the reality, the seriousness, and the implications of what's happened, and just begin to piece it together. Elections have consequences, and whether we like it or not, the voters have spoken. Our world is forever changed. A good friend of mine taught me many years ago a phrase, you can't unring a bell. Once something's done, it's done. And these elections are done. America does not exist the way it did before. Whatever world you had a week ago is forever changed and is gone and will never be the same again. That's the first part of reality you have to start to understand. You've also got to accept Trump and his cadre now have power. They have control, and they're not going to give it up. They're not going to give it up easily, not without a fight. Now, before we go much further, I want to be really clear. I'm using the word fight in a figurative, not a literal sense. We're not talking about taking the streets and fighting. Nobody is. I'm desperately hoping that it never comes to widespread civil unrest. I'd much rather see it go the route of the governed not giving their consent. And it's that withholding of consent that I think is going to be the key to resisting Trump and his movement and his government. But look at who the new government is. Trump has no guardrails. He's got the Senate, he's got the presidency, he's got the Supreme Court, he'll likely have Congress. There will be no guardrails on him. In Congress, what's he going to have? Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, and even Ted Cruz. These are the people in charge now. And Trump's going to bring into the government people like Steve Miller, Elon Musk, RFK Jr., J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, and a boatload of Christian evangelicals. Project 2025 is real and it's on the board. It's going to be implemented. It'll be implemented quickly and efficiently. And we're going to see some things that are very un-American that are starting to happen in your country. From mass deportations to death penalty for the crime of the day, whether that be to stop drug trafficking or political opposition, you tell me. He's going to proceed to give Ukraine to Putin. Putin's loving this. It's just wonderful for him. Gaza, I have no idea what he's going to do there, but I know it will not be peaceful, and neither side is going to be happy. Neither side is going to be protected. It's just going to be a nightmare for everyone. Our world peace is on shaky ground right now. And control of the media. Trump's made it crystal clear he will not tolerate media that does not toe the line and follow his agenda. So where that's going to go, we're going to have to see. As they would say in Game of Thrones, winter is coming. But at the same time, it's critically important to maintain perspectives and not to lose hope. Look, it is not the end of the world yet. And there's a lot of innocent people out there who need protection and who need help. And during the coming weeks, many, many people are going to be assessing their alternatives, their choices, and their strategies. And there are ways forward, but we're going to have to find them. So please, do whatever you can to look after yourselves. And above all, do not let darkness and hate, fear and anxiety destroy your world and destroy your life. Listen, I want to thank all of you for watching this video today. There are reasons to be hopeful. There are reasons to look forward to the future. I'm going to keep making content. I hope you keep coming here to watch it. You can help me out by liking the video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribing. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the other side sometime again. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and give me your comments. I love to read them all. Here's a suggestion of some other videos of mine you may want, and enjoy my content. Thanks a lot. Bye.